Hello again, my name's Gabe Zolna. This is the 9th of January 2018. My Panamanian correspondent sent me a rather interesting article. The article in the video is 6 minutes and 33 seconds in duration. The title, U.S. Invades Panama, 1989. On December 20th, 1989, the United States launched Operation Just Cause, sending troops into Panama to topple the government of General Manuel Noriega. You'll hear President George H. Bush explain to the American people why he felt that was necessary. One of the reasons he said it was necessary was to stop the drug importation into America. Somewhat ironic coming from him, is it not? In a televised address from the Oval Office, President George H.W. Bush said he ordered the military strike in Panama to seize Manuel Antonio Noriega and end threats and attacks against Americans. Reactions from Congress, both Democrats and Republicans, was mostly favorable. Bush, hoping to break a nearly 2-year-old stalemate with Noriega, dispatched 9,500 soldiers and Marines to back up the 13,000 U.S. troops already in Panama for a 1 a.m. assault against Army bases and the general's headquarters. Well, we know how that turned out, don't we? I went ahead and did a little bit of Googling. Lyndon B. Johnson, on August 2nd, 1964, that's when the Gulf of Tonkin incident took place. And then he dragged us into the Vietnam War. How do we know that actually took place? Well, we don't know it took place, do we? And then you got the event that took place with Manuel Noriega in 1989 that I just spoke about. And then you've got George H.W. Bush, who invaded Iraq through Desert Storm. Remember that? And then you got the event that took place on the 1st, 2001, the takedown of the Twin Towers. Now here's the question you need to ask yourself. We were told that it was done by 17 Saudi nationalists? Why did we invade Afghanistan? Why didn't we invade Saudi Arabia? Huh? Then, in 2009, George W. Bush invaded Iraq under the false pretext of weapons of mass destruction to take out Saddam Hussein. And then, in 2011, Obama and Hillary invaded Libya to take out Gaddafi. And then they also tried to get rid of the Syrian president, Bashar al-Assad. And they probably would have if it wasn't for Russian intervention. Are you sort of getting the picture? Huh? The Bushes are responsible for hundreds upon thousands of innocent deaths. Not to mention the crippling, maiming, and murder of many of our military personnel for no reason other than regime change. Watch the video. Listen to George H. Bush. Listen to what he has to say. For those of you that know the truth about the Bushes, don't you find that somewhat sickening and disgusting that they've been able to get away with what they've been able to get away with for as long as they've been able to get away with it? As I said in a previous video, we've had 32 years of rule by psychopaths. Tell me where I'm wrong. You can't, can you? Watch the video. Listen to President George H. Bush in his own words. try to justify the attack on a sovereign nation, it's always about regime change. Isn't it? Thanks for listening. A special thanks to my Panamanian correspondent.